What's interesting about the show as well, apart from like these silly reactions on social media, there was actually a reaction from Russian propaganda machine that was far less silly. Like they were actually legitimately trying to discredit it. Essentially, it looked like they perceived it as an American sort of affront on Russia, really. Criticism on their political system, criticism of their whatever competence of how they run things, and it was completely misguided, of course, because if anything, this show didn't go far enough in exposing how brutally incompetent and horrible and malfeasant Soviet leadership was during during the months following and leading up to the tragedy, really. And so seeing them trying to discredit the show is really just kind of pathetic. But it is funny that the actual a bunch of like state-run channels have gone with this narrative of just bashing it, which is hilarious because all of the independent creators, anybody who is really not affiliated with the state itself, so people from Russia, from Ukraine, YouTubers, as well as like channels that are on TV, just kind of not part of the state machine. Everybody has had only positive things to say. I mean, obviously there are some minor dramatization and sort of deviations from historical accuracy, but apart from that, the show has received startling, absolutely positive reviews.
It sounds to me like Russia, in their minds, hasn't moved that far from the Soviet Union. They're taking that as a personal attack on their political system.
I think that was very telling, because exactly, like, you would think that you're a different country now, why do you even care? But I believe that Putin's propaganda machine has been, over the last years, been trying to sort of create a sentiment of going back to that, to the good old days of the Soviet might and empire, and just sort of the whole, because there is a contingent of people who definitely yearn for those times of kind of bygone national pride or whatever it was that they associate with that time period, and so and I think partially that's what his expansionist tendencies also reveal, right? Whether it's his takeover of Crimea or attack on the eastern Ukraine, which of course they're not doing it as a straight up attack. They're doing it in a very passive aggressive way. Well, unless you have more things to say about Chernobyl, and I don't know, your impressions of the show, has there been anything that you found worthy of mention? Because I mean, I think for me, I don't feel like I have a great deal of original things to say, just because I just agree with everybody saying that it's awesome. Like, that's kind of it. It's obviously sad, obviously terrifying, but also inspiring in a lot of ways, because you see the sort of the cowardice and the incompetence of bureaucrats, but you also see the heroism and the bravery of first responders and people who are trying to fix stuff, right? And I think that obviously it's creating a lot of mixed emotions, but I think it's ultimately something of a hopeful omen for humanity. I think your video cut out, dog.
I dropped the phone and I knocked it off. Is it back?
Nope.
Oh, damn it.